My name is Naomi Long. My pronouns are she, her, and I want to welcome you to our home at 3 Point Strategies, where we are beloved community.
Strategic brilliance,
and political transformation. My name is Jessica Byrd, and I founded 3 Point Strategies in 2015, 6 months after the murder of Mike Brown in Ferguson, and at a time when Black uprising had shaped and reshaped the moral and political fabric of this country. I spent a decade in electoral politics, and I am positively addicted to campaigns. But I was still in a world where power was being measured by red and blue maps and who knew people with the most money. And so at the time of 3 Point's birth, the largest protest movement in American history was being written off as anti-electoral and too radical. Black voter engagement had dipped to historic lows. Lack of investment and meaningful policies meant it was Groundhog's Day every single election. There were no Black women governors when we started, and only one Black woman in the United States Senate. But 3 Point Strategies was born of new, bold Black visions for a new formula, leaders, and strategy. Our first clients, Donna Edwards, Stacey Abrams, 5 Black women mayors from the front lines of protest, the Democracy in Color campaign to shift the Democratic Party and hire more people of color in senior roles. And we built and anchored the electoral work of the Movement for Black Lives for the last 4 years. So our assignment for the last 6 years has been to build a meaningful bridge between electoral politics and the visions of Black movement by building an electoral home for Black movement.
My name is Kara Hollingsworth, and along with my partners, we've spent most of our careers committed to transforming the landscape of how we recruit and develop political leaders from candidacies to governance. In 2015, we began building a curriculum and started our journey of training Black candidates and strategists for partners like Blue Institute, Black PAC, and the Congressional Black Caucus. And in those rooms together, we built a shared vision for investing in Black leadership. And in 2019, we made our partnership official, giving our shared vision a home at 3 Point Strategies.
That shared vision is guided by one of our movement ancestors, Zora Neale Hurston, who said, "There are years that ask questions, and there are years that answer." These are the questions we're inviting you all to answer with us. 1, can Black people, the original midwives of democracy, lead us into a new era of political transformation? 2, why train a few candidates at a time when we could weave strategy, better tools, and analysis into the entire Black political ecosystem? And lastly, if Black electoral campaigners and organizers can turn Georgia blue, can completely change the narrative around criminal justice systems, and can send organizers to state and federal office, what could we do with thousands more Black strategists in the field? So our experience tells us that now is the time, with the wind at our backs, to answer these questions and curate all we know into a big, bold, sustainable reality. And so the answer that this year gave us is very clear, and it's called Black Campaign School.
Whether online or in person, we are building one umbrella that provides impeccable training, coaching, and facilitation, an innovation lab for Black leaders, a center for our beloved community, a place where technicians of sacred healing work can help leaders to build a muscle for dealing with conflict and trauma, and a place for skill mastery on how to win elections and how to build thriving, independent Black political and governing power.
So as Lucille Clifton always asks us, won't you celebrate with us? Will you celebrate with us what we've already done? Where we currently are? Supporting Black women and trusting Black women strategists has really worked out for this country lately. So we highly encourage you to join us. It's harvest season, y'all, from resistance to the power of the people. And so we want to talk to you at our expo booth about all of the bold ideas that we have for Black Campaign School and how we see our leadership really building a container for the Black political ecosystem. And we're starting with you in a big ask. This is the first time that we've ever presented publicly on this big vision together. And we wanted to start with you bold. $1 million could secure 5,000 participants in Black Campaign School, 500 full coverage scholarships. We could create a bounce back fund and wraparound services for health and wellness of all the Black activists who got us where we are today, standing in a position of power. And we're some of those activists, and we are ready to build more. And we're ready to build with you. And looking forward to talking to you more and to knowing more about you, and you joining us on this bold vision for a future mandated by Black joy and Black possibilities.